Before we jump into this massive UFC 318 preview, hit that subscribe button right now. We've got exclusive Fight Week content, betting picks, and giveaways coming over the next week. You don't want to miss it. All right, fight fans, let's talk UFC 318. Holloway vs. Poirier 3, going down this Saturday, July 19th, live from the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. It's Dustin Poirier's farewell fight, Max Holloway's shot at redemption, and the BMF title is on the line. Plus, we've got a stacked card from top to bottom. Let's break it all down. We kick things off with the early prelims at 6 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2 and ESPN+. Islam Dulatov versus Adam Fugit, welterweight. Dulatov's sharp striking meets Fugit's pressure-heavy style. Someone's likely getting finished early. Francisco Prado versus Nikolai Veretennikov, welterweight. Two hungry prospects looking to climb the ladder. Prado has the speed advantage, but Veretennikov's power is no joke. Carly Judas versus Nicole Cagliari, women's flyweight. Judas brings crisp boxing, Cagliari's a gritty grappler. Expect a classic striker versus grappler clash to close the early prelims. These are all about fighters making a name for themselves. Don't be surprised if we see a highlight reel knockout. Next, the main prelims start at 8 p.m. Eastern, and this portion of the card has some real bangers. Jimmy Crute versus Marcin Prachnio, light heavyweight. Both men are powerful, but inconsistent. It's kill or be killed with these two. Ryan Spann versus Łukasz Brzeski, heavyweight. Spann's athleticism makes him the favorite, but Brzeski can flatline anyone with one punch. Bruno Ferreira versus Jackson McVeigh, middleweight. McVeigh is making his UFC debut, while Ferreira wants to spoil the party with his heavy pressure. Kyler Phillips versus Vinicius Oliveira, bantamweight. Phillips brings speed and movement, but Oliveira's grappling is dangerous if it hits the mat. Michael Johnson versus Daniel Zellhuber, lightweight. Veteran versus prospect. Johnson still has quick hands, but Zellhuber wants to prove he belongs among the top prospects in the division. These prelims are loaded with finishers and breakout talent, so expect fireworks leading into the main card. Now let's move to the main card. Live on PPV at 10 p.m. Eastern. Dan Ige versus Patricio Pitbull Freire, featherweight. A fascinating matchup. Ige's boxing versus Pitbull's submission game. Whoever dictates range wins this fight. Kevin Holland versus Daniel Rodriguez, welterweight. Two fan favorites. Holland's unpredictable style against D-Rod's tight boxing, expect a scrap. Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov, middleweight. Costa needs a win to stay relevant, but Kopylov is a dangerous counter-striker who can steal this one if Costa gets reckless. Marvin Vettori versus Brendan Allen, middleweight. This is a top 10 fight with serious title implications. Vettori's pressure wrestling versus Allen's slick jiu-jitsu. Can Allen catch him or will Vettori grind it out? And of course, the main event. Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier 3 for the BMF belt. This fight is special. It's Dustin Poirier's final walk to the octagon. After a legendary career, wars with Conor McGregor, Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, Khabib Nurmagomedov, he's hanging up the gloves in his hometown of New Orleans. But before he does, he's got one last mountain to climb, defeating Max Holloway one more time and claiming the BMF title. Poirier has 2 wins over Holloway already, but Max is a different fighter now. He's the reigning BMF champ, he's coming off huge wins over Justin Gaethje and the Korean Zombie, and he's hungry to even the score. So here are the storylines. Can Dustin go out on top? If he finishes Max, it would be the ultimate storybook ending. If Dustin decided not to retire, would he be in line for another title shot? Absolutely. A big finish over Holloway would put him right back in the conversation for a lightweight title run, but he's made it clear, this is it. Max Holloway wants to silence the crowd in New Orleans. He's openly said he's looking to spoil Poirier's retirement and prove he's the better fighter right now. From a betting perspective, it's close. Holloway is a slight favorite, but Poirier by finish is the value play. So, what are the best bets for UFC 318? Poirier by finish. It's his last fight, and you know he's going for the kill. KO or submission are both live. Holloway by decision. If it goes the distance, Max's volume and pace usually sway the judges. Look for parlays on the prelim finishers. Fights like Crute versus Prachnio or Holland versus Rodriguez are almost guaranteed chaos. This card has betting value everywhere, from big underdog shots to sneaky props. So that's the full preview for UFC 318, Holloway versus Poirier 3. We've got Dustin Poirier's farewell fight, the BMF belt on the line, and a card stacked with finishers from the early prelims to the main event. What do you think? Does Dustin Poirier retire as the BMF champ, or does Max Holloway spoil the party? Drop your predictions in the comments below. And don't forget, subscribe now so you don't miss our fight week picks, prop bets, and live betting tips. For more UFC previews and betting insights, visit XBettor.com.